Good morning, Year 2, and welcome back to our English lessons for this week. Now, today's English lesson is going to be a continuation from yesterday's. So you're going to need your notes from yesterday handy, ready to use for your descriptive writing today. The first thing we would like you to do is use the links on the planning to watch two videos. There is one that we'd like you to watch with sound, and the second one, which looks a bit like this, we would like you to watch with no sound at all. This way, you'll be able to focus on what you can see rather than what is being said. Once you have done this, you can come back to this video and we'll carry on with the writing. Okay, so our focus for today is similes. Now, I would like you to turn to an adult and tell them what you think a simile is. If you're not sure, there is also a video on the planning which you can use to help you out. Well done, Year 2, if you said that a simile was something that compares two things. You would have to use a word such as like or as in order to compare these to something else. Having a look at these images, I would like you to tell your adult something that looks the same as one of these images. For example, you might say, as cold as the bitter winter's night. Tell your adult now some of your ideas. Okay, so here's some ideas from yesterday. We're going to use our noun phrases, our descriptive adjectives from yesterday, and then going to extend them using the simile, using like or as. For example, the silent icy wind stings your face like a swarm of bees. Or, in the distance, you can see snow-covered mountains as tall as skyscrapers. So here we have silent and icy as adjectives describing the wind. Then we've used the word like to compare that stinging feeling to a swarm of bees. Our reader now has a really clear idea that this icy feeling on your face is actually quite painful because it's so cold. In our second example, we've got snow-covered mountains as our adjective, and then we've used the word as to compare these mountains to skyscrapers. This way, our reader knows that these mountains are really tall and give them a clear idea in their head of what these mountains look like. Have a look at these pictures again and see if you can come up with any different ones that you can tell your adult. Pause your video now and have a chat. Okay, so there should be attached to the planning a photograph of the Antarctic landscape. We've got quite a few here for you, and we've attached all to the planning for you to look at. Just pick one of them or a couple of them, and we're going to start writing a descriptive paragraph about this place. We'd like you to include similes and adjectives and expanded noun phrases in order to paint a really clear picture for your reader. Okay, Year 2. So in school, normally we would have some sort of shared writing where we can share our ideas and put them up on the board. Unfortunately, we can't do that this time. So here's a couple of my ideas that I think you might like to help you. Crisp white ice covers the land and sparkles like 1,000 diamonds. Tell your adult now, what words are adjectives or noun phrases, and what phrase is the simile? Well done. Crisp and white have described the ice, and like 1,000 diamonds sparkling is the simile that is comparing them. In the second example that I've written, the deep blue water is freezing cold and is covered in icebergs that float like boats on the surface. Again, pause the video and tell your adult what are the adjectives and what phrase is our simile. Well done, Year 2, you've got this. Deep and blue are the adjectives, and floating like boats on the surface of a simile. Now it's your turn. Find your paper, pick up your pencil, choose a picture, and start writing a descriptive paragraph, including adjectives and similes about the Antarctic landscape. We can't wait to see your work. Remember to email it to us so we can have a read and share some of them on Twitter. Good luck.